Hello, my Livy loves. This is Dr. V. Welcome to a new reading. Today, we are doing a collective reading. So, for twin flames, soulmates, beloveds, the collective, we're going to do a reading from the perspective of the divine feminine towards the divine masculine. Okay, so we're going to go in deep on what is going on in your energy if you're a feminine, and also what is going on with your masculine. We're going to be asking questions on your behalf to spirit to give us a lot of depth and a lot of clarity in terms of what is going on in this connection between you, the feminine, and your masculine. And we're doing this so we can get clarity, so you can make some great decisions for yourself as you move forward on this journey. So this is not pick a card. There's nothing for you to do. All I ask is that you sit back, relax, take a deep breath, and get in tune with the messages that are coming out here from spirit to you. Because if you felt intuitively guided to click on this video, that means that there are messages here that spirit wants you to know about you and this connection. Whether you're looking to unite with this special person or to reunite with them because you've been in some form of struggle or separation. So these are the things we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at your energy, your divine masculine's energy. We're going to take a look at, what your masculine is feeling at this time. We're also going to ask, what is blocking your masculine? What are the blocks that your masculine is dealing with right now that may be affecting this connection or your union? We're also going to get some specific messages. What would your masculine say to you at this time from his higher self? And remember, I use his and her just to make it clear. These are just energies. So take it as it resonates for you and leave the rest. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Now remember, this is a collective reading, so be gentle with yourself. Not everything may resonate for you and your situation. Now, if you'd like to have specific guidance on what's going on in your situation, then you can have a personal reading with me where we will go in deep on that. So if you'd like to have that, or if you'd like to order any of these oracle decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey to gain more clarity, the links are all in the box below. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start off with looking at your energy. So for our beautiful divine feminines, spirit, can you please tell us what is the current energy right now of the divine feminine collective? Lovely. So we're going to get two cards here for your current energy. Self-love and action. Beautiful. Okay. I am loving this for you, divine feminines, you precious, beautiful souls. Look at this. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another, and action. So this is, to me, a beautifully balanced energy, and that's exactly where you want to be. Now, whether you feel that you are or you are practicing this, you are in this currently, and it's feeling good, or whether that is something that you are striving for, I feel like spirit is saying here, make sure you stay on this path. If you're not on this path already, my beautiful feminines, my elegant, beautiful feminines, then get on this path. It's very, very important for you to right now be practicing a lot of self-love and a lot of self-care, and to take some really positive and powerful action towards that. Okay, so I feel for many of you, if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling down, I'm getting also a bit of an energy here of sadness, bit of turmoil, also a little bit of anxiety and depression. I feel like if that's where you've been at, spirit is really encouraging you at this time to take action towards yourself, right? So if you feel that You've been on a difficult journey right now with your masculine. Maybe things that have been going on with your masculine has been diverting your attention away from other things that are really important to you, things that are nourishing to your own soul. Perhaps you've been distracted. Perhaps you've been emotionally exhausted from, maybe some sort of drama, discussion, or struggle or separation that's been going on between you and your masculine. Again, Spirit is saying it's time to come back to who you really are. It's time to put yourself first. So if you feel depleted, and I know many of you do, if you feel like you've given your 100% to this love, to this connection, and you feel like you're not getting back what you deserve, it's time for you to take some really concrete action to take yourself back to what is important to you. So now, start doing the things that bring you peace, that bring you joy, whether that's bubble baths, whether that's hanging out with good and dear friends, whether that's spending more time with family, right? Spirit is saying, get back into focusing on yourself and just loving up yourself, appreciating yourself. I do feel that so many of us divine feminines really don't give ourselves credit for all of the wonderful things that we are accomplishing. I do feel sometimes that is the curse of the feminine. We do so much. We wear so many hats, right? So many things that we are responsible for, and we get crap done, right? We get shit done all the time, and yet we don't pat ourselves on the back for what we are accomplishing. And instead, what we do is we often beat ourselves up for what we're not doing, instead of looking at our successes more and really loving ourselves, loving on ourselves for our successes. We kind of ignore those and say, yeah, big deal. Okay, I did that. But it is a big deal. We diminish or downplay those things. And instead we focus on the ways in which maybe we feel inadequate, or maybe ways in which we feel like, oh, I failed at this, or this is not going the way I wanted it to go. Why am I not getting the results I want in these other areas? But I feel like this is Spirit saying, let's take our focus off of the areas in which we are struggling. Let's take our focus off of the areas in which maybe we are not feeling so great about ourselves, and instead focus on the areas in which we are kicking booty, because we are, right? You know that there are areas in your life where you're doing incredible. And so Spirit is saying it's time to focus on those and give a rest, at least for now, to the ones that are not, even if that includes your divine masculine. Okay, so break time, self-love time. Beautiful. So let's take a look at now for your divine masculine. Spirit, can you please tell us what is the energy right now of our beautiful, elegant feminines, divine masculines? The masculines that they love, the masculines that they are watching this video for. What is the energy of the divine masculine at this time? Oh, interesting. Look at this. There's some mirroring going on here. Look at that. We have 2 action. This is good. This is very, very good. I like this. What else can you tell us? Let's do the second card here. Blossoming. Wow, this is lovely. Okay, so what I'm feeling here from the divine masculine is that they have been right now quite a bit focused on taking action. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul, and we're getting this blossoming energy. So this is good. I'm feeling from the divine masculine that there's been a lot of focus on their external world right now. There's been a lot of focus from the divine masculine on making things happen in their life. But I feel also that for many of your masculines, they haven't quite yet plugged into the idea of intentionality, or like, doing it through like spiritual power. A lot of the masculines right now are feeling a bit depleted because they've been trying to blossom or make things happen, bring abundance into their life in many different ways, not just money, but also, love and friendship and all of the things that feed their soul. But I feel like a lot of it they've been doing through just plain action, and it's bordering on that sense of efforting, where you feel like you have to really work hard. And there's nothing wrong with working hard. We all do, of course, have to work hard. But I feel like a lot of the masculines, they're putting their heart and soul into everything. But they're not doing it, many of them are not doing it from a place of aligned action, or like from that place of spiritual alignment, so that they're kind of letting their intuition, their higher purpose, guide them to what they should and should not do. And so their intentions have been really good with this blossoming. It's like they want to create beautiful things. And I feel like this blossoming very much includes the relationship that they have with you. Like they've really wanted this connection, this relationship to grow and blossom. But I feel that for some of them, either they have not taken the action necessary towards the blossoming of this relationship, because they've been taking action in other areas of their life as well. So there's a little bit of an overwhelm energy coming from the divine masculine, right? Like they've kind of overwhelmed themselves. They've bitten off more than they can chew in some ways, because they're trying to get too much done at once. So this is why I feel that for some of the feminines watching this, you may feel that you are not being prioritized by your masculine. For some of you, that's not for everybody, but for some of you, there's a definite sense of the masculine not prioritizing what's important, especially when it comes to love, because there have been other things that have been pulling the masculine. And I'm also feeling for many of the masculines in the collective right now, it's like they haven't really learned how to manage their time or energy as well, because again, a lot of them are doing it from an external point of view. Like they're not doing it from like that internal management. Like, this is about managing my internal energy. This is about knowing what's important and what's not important. This is about prioritizing and organization. Sometimes it's interesting because, we have this big thing about, oh, I want romance. I want to feel that romantic connection with the person I love. I want quality time. I want physical affection. I want all these wonderful things. But I feel like sometimes it's a matter of really knowing how to prioritize that. Even if you wanted some people, they let it kind of go because they take it for granted. So I feel like for a lot of the masculines, there's also been a bit of a taking for granted. Oh, my feminine is there. Look at her. She's right there. She's going to wait for me. I can put my attention on other things. I can get distracted by other things because, my feminine isn't going to ditch me. So I feel like one of the call to actions that Spirit is calling for the masculine is to come back into appreciation for their feminine. Okay, I can't take my feminine for granted. She's not going to just always be there for me. I've got to, water the plant. I've got to water these roses. If I want my love to blossom with my feminine, I've got to water that love with everything I've got, with affection, with love, with quality time, with attention, with understanding. So I feel like this is where the masculine is coming up in their current energies, that they do need to take more action towards their feminine, because many of them have been distracted into taking actions and efforting, elsewhere in life. But because of that, the blossoming that they may be seeking with you is not actually blossoming or growing the way that they want it to. So now it's going to be the challenge. Like their next challenge is, okay, I need to take my attention off of things that don't matter and put my attention upon the blossoming of this relationship and of this love. So this is a good thing because that realization is coming. So let's take a look at how does the masculine feel about his feminine at this time. So Spirit, can you please tell us, how does the divine masculine feel about his feminine at this time? Yeah, see, we're getting a lot of Pentacles energy. So that's why I'm not surprised. With what we were seeing with your masculine's current energy, it's kind of in alignment with what we've been seeing so far. How does the masculine feel about his feminine at this time? Wow, interesting. All right, so there's definitely some cycles that are going on here. There's definitely a learning curve that the divine masculine is working through at this time, because see, we're getting the right way, learning to create what you desire. So again, this to me goes so well with the overall energy of the masculine, right? Because we saw with these energies here that your masculine may be or may have been working on things that were very materially oriented. They may have been distracted by certain things, but I feel like they're on this learning curve right now of really understanding what their true priorities are. And I feel like many of them have been struggling with that. I do feel that many of them are not good at multitasking. So I feel like a lot of the masculines right now in the collective, they've kind of been in a cycle of multitasking, right? Like they've been a cycle, there's been a lot of momentum and forces that have kept them in cycles of overwhelm, cycles of multiple things going on at once. It's been very feast or famine for your masculine, as in when things were quiet, they were super quiet. And it's almost like your masculine didn't like that. They wanted more, like, more things to do, more, more exciting things going on. And then it's like, be careful what you wish for, because a lot of changes came from that. As in, like, there was a time where I feel like your, masculine was feeling a bit stagnant in their energy, right? They wanted some sort of shift. They wanted some sort of change in their life. They wanted more excitement, but I feel like, again, be careful what you wish for, because they really did get that, but it came at them all at once. And I feel that many of the masculines here were really struggling with those cycles, and it affected the way that they think, feel, and interact with you, right? So I feel like there was something here that kind of got lost in translation. I feel like a lot of your, a lot of these divine masculines started to feel confused, started to feel disconnected from you, the feminine, not because they wanted to, but because they were right now very much focused on, okay, how do I create what I really desire? What is the right way here? And a lot of that energy got dissipated into some of these cycles. And so if you've been feeling that your masculine has been a bit disconnected, a bit distant, you feel like when you do have a conversation, the connection is not quite what you want it to be, right? It may feel a little bit forced, a little bit tired, So I feel like that comes not from the way your person, your masculine, feels about you. I feel like that kind of tired, disconnected energy is coming from this, this Pentacles energy right here with this Knave of Pentacles. Like this is the Page of Pentacles. Like your person is definitely struggling with, stepping into a more powerful position in their overall material life. Like they're still kind of finding their way. And I feel like this Knave of Pentacles is very much in alignment with this energy. It's like they're still learning. It's the energy of somebody. Look at this person, right? They're standing there with a book, right? And this bird, right? It's like this is the energy of somebody who is still learning, who is still finding their footing. And it really doesn't matter how old you are, right? Age really has nothing to do with where are you in your own personal development. And so I feel like your person is trying, like they are trying to develop themselves. They're trying to step into a more powerful position. They're trying to do things the right way. They want to create more with you. They want to have a very strong relationship with you, but they are still learning how to do that. They haven't quite mastered the skills, right? Because see, ultimately, look at this. Deep down inside, what they truly feel about you is this 10 of Cups and this home. So, okay, there's something here in this connection that they feel very, very deeply attached to. It's a very deep emotion here. They feel like you are home to them. So they feel very secure with you. There's not a lot of insecurity in what they feel about you here, which is really, really good. See? Cozy, warm, secure. You feel at home with each other. Along with this 10 of Cups, like there's no better feeling, because the 10 of Cups is also very much that feeling of cozy, home, secure. I feel very emotionally gratified and satisfied and content with you. So I feel like this is what the masculine truly feels for you. This is what they truly want to create with you. But I feel that they have struggled a bit in doing this because of whatever has been these cycles of life that they have been a bit distracted by. And I do feel that coming from this position, this is also why if you feel that your masculine has been a bit, complacent, or taking you for granted, feeling like, the feminine is always going to be there for him, that's also part of this, right? Like when you feel very secure in somebody's love, when you feel very content in somebody's love, sometimes you don't do the romantic things anymore, right? Because I feel like this energy can be really good, but the only downside of this energy is that sometimes it can be a bit complacent, because sometimes, that touch of romance, that touch of I still want to date you, especially if the two of you have been in some sort of long-term relationship already. Sometimes you lose that sense of like, I still have to date you, even though we're like an old married couple, or we are an old married couple, or we feel like one, right? So I feel like there's a bit of this, a little bit of this complacency, a little bit of this distraction that is coming through. But what's interesting is that it comes from your person, your masculine, feeling very safe and secure with you. And the more safe and secure your masculine has been feeling with you, like, okay, you're always going to be there, you're there to support him, you're there to love him, you're giving him everything that you've got, he appreciates it. But at the same time, it's like, with the 7 of Pentacles, it's like, he feels like it gives him the opportunity or that sense of comfort to focus on other things as well. Okay, with the 7 of Pentacles. So there's certain things that your person is trying to build in his life. Okay, there's certain things that need to get resolved here. And so I feel like there's definitely a little bit of that energy of distraction, right? And an energy of needing to come back home to what is real, because some of these distractions may be valid. They may have to do with your masculine's career, family life, other responsibilities. But I also feel that one of the things that your masculine does need to learn right now is that whatever the changes are that come into his life, that he needs to handle those in partnership with you. And that's a lesson that he is definitely learning at this time, that he can't just do this on his own. Okay, he has to bring you into the fold because you are his home. You are part of this picture. It has to be in partnership. Whatever cycles, life cycles that either of you are going through, one of the things that is going to be crucial as you move forward is that they have to be handled together. You can't do this individually, because if you do this individually, it will create more distance between the two of you. So this is the big lesson that the masculine really does need to learn. Now, I'm also getting a special message here. This is not going to be for everybody, but I feel that for some of you, there is some sort of a third party situation. Now, it could be somebody that's in the past already, right? Because it's saying release your ex and divine timing. So I feel for some of you, there is some sort of lingering energy here that is also getting in the way, that there may be a block here between you and your person because of this lingering energy. Or it could be something that is somebody who is still around, but there is definitely an energy vampire for some of you, either an ex or some other type of third party that may be kind of really, sucking the energy out of your person, your masculine, and distracting your masculine. So I feel like that's another thing that some of the masculines are dealing with. And that also may be coming from this Pentacles energy right here, as in whatever these obligations may be. And they can be, a past spouse who is still kind of sucking their blood, or a ex-girlfriend, ex-partner. It could be any kind of that energy vampire. But I feel like your person right now, they are not kind of stepping into the more adult energy of dealing with this person. I feel like whatever this third party or this other situation here is kind of making your person a bit infantilized, as in they're not handling it from the level of maturity that they need to handle it from. It kind of makes them like a kid again. So again, take that as it resonates. And I always say a third party doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be even an overbearing parent. It can be anybody who is dragging your person down in some way and making them feel like they are not an adult in the situation, or making them act like they are not an adult. So for some of you, there's definitely a divine timing here in your connection, where your person may need some time here to truly grow up. Some of your masculines need to grow up for sure. Okay, that's again for some of you, not for everybody. But this is definitely challenging your masculine to step into a more mature energy. And the timing is going to be important here, because it's kind of like now or never. It's like they have to get out of this knave's energy and come into more of a mastery and a maturity of where they're at, or else they're not going to be able to create this 10 of Cups that they really do want to create with you. But this 10 of Cups requires maturity. It's not, for the faint of heart. It's not for the, one of teenage sensibilities, even if they're 50, but they act like a teenager. That's not who this 10 of Cups is really for. Okay, so it is definitely a challenge to maturity. Wow, that is really interesting. So let's take a look at some of the blocks, okay? So Spirit, for our divine masculines, to gain some clarity for our feminines, right? What are the major blocks that the divine masculine is dealing with at this time, so that our feminines can better understand what the heck is going on if they're looking for clarity here, right? What are the major blocks that the divine masculines are going through at this time? Wow, look at that. Amazing. Very interesting. Wow. All right. So see, I am not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm going to get one more here for clarification. What more can you tell us, Spirit? Yeah, see, again, with this creation. So I really feel that the divine masculine is really in creation mode, which is a really good thing. As in, we were seeing this from the beginning of the reading, that the masculines really do want to create something different in their life. They're looking to up level. And look at this. We have the Two of Pentacles. Wow. With the twin flame. Oh my God. This is something. Okay. This is really powerful. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And we have the King of Swords. Okay, so this tells us that for those of you who, feel that you are on a twin flame journey, really, I always say the labels don't matter. All that matters is the connection you feel, what you want from this, connection, what do you want the outcome to be. But for those of you who do feel that you are on a twin flame journey, this is a definite confirmation that you are. Many people do see the Two of Pentacles as that yin yang card, also a card that demonstrates more twin flame energy. So I feel like having both the Two of Pentacles and the twin flame card come out here is really, really powerful. To me, it's like a double confirmation that many of you are right now definitely in a twin flame connection, a twin flame journey. I just want to make it very, very clear that I am not at all promoting or supporting the idea that if someone is your twin flame, it means that having a toxic relationship with them is okay. That it makes it okay for them to mistreat you if that's what they're doing. It makes it okay for them to disrespect you, disregard you, not appreciate you, run away from you with that runner's energy. No way. No way am I in support of that. I don't want anybody to think that a twin flame journey or a twin flame relationship makes it okay for anybody to mistreat or disrespect you in any way. I feel like these are definitely more difficult journeys, and it's totally up to you how far you want to go with this, because the thing about twin flames is that they really are a mirror, right? So they really do bring out things in you that need to be healed. Like, see? So I feel like in the question for spirit here was, what is blocking your divine masculine? What are some major blocks that the divine masculine is going through at this time? And this is the big one, right? Especially if you are on a twin flame journey, then you know that you are mirroring that person and that person is mirroring you. And so that relationship can be difficult because it brings out those vulnerabilities. It holds up a mirror to the things that you need to heal within yourself. And sometimes those things are very painful. Okay, sometimes those things are very painful. And that is why we run. That is why we run from our twin flame runs from us. Because if we're not ready for that level of healing, if we're not ready to take a really long, hard look at ourselves, then we will run. They will run. So this is why we're getting one of the major blocks here is that the divine masculine has things that they need to heal. Are they ready to heal those things? Some are, some aren't. See? And the reason we're seeing this is this Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this tells us that there are certain things right now that the masculine is stuck on healing. There are certain things that the masculine energy is not open to at this time. Why? Because he's coming through as a King of Swords, right? So this is, a lot of masculines are stuck in their head right now. They're utilizing their mind, the brain power. Like they're using their mind as a crutch because there's something where it is stuck in terms of them opening up their heart. So they are looking to their mind to answer questions that only the heart can answer. And this is why they're stuck. Now, for some of you, this is also another card of a third party. So there's a special message here. See, block, third party, silence, barrier. Shift your focus to clear the energy. So for some of you, there is also a third party block that is coming through here. That is for your divine masculine. But again, I feel either way, it doesn't matter if there's a third party or not. The block is still the same. Your masculine is using their mind. They're trying to stay very mentally focused. And for some of you, this is also manifesting as coldness, okay? One of the downsides of the King of Swords is that it can come through as an energy of somebody who's a bit cold. Why? Because they're feeling so many things inside, but they don't know how to show it. They feel scared in that vulnerability. Knight of Cups in reverse. They don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to show their true feelings because it makes them feel stark and naked and vulnerable. Right? So this is a problem. Why? Because there is healing that needs to happen here if they could open up. But as long as they don't open up this energy and kind of stay stuck in this King of Swords energy, or at least in the more, struggling aspects of the King of Swords energy, then obviously that the healing that they require and need to create this relationship that they truly do want at a deep level, it's going to be harder. Right? And why? Look at this. We're getting you deserve love in reverse. Okay. So to me, this is a deservability issue. This is an issue of, do I deserve love? Maybe I don't. Okay. So a lot of the masculines are, again, this is something they need to heal, right? If you don't feel deep down inside that you deserve true love, that you deserve a true relationship, a loving relationship, where you can reciprocate the love that you're getting equally, right? An equal partnership here where you don't feel the need to run, where you don't feel raw and naked and scared because you know that you deserve love. That's when the healing comes through. And if the masculine doesn't feel that he deserves love, how can he surrender to complete healing? How is that even possible? It's not. Right? So this is where the struggle lies. But see, deep down inside, what he truly does want is this creation. He wants to create this loving relationship with you. His struggle is here, right? His struggle is here. How is he going to unblock himself? How is he going to open up to the depths of intimacy that are here in this connection? So let's take a look at specific messages here. And just take these as they resonate. They may not for your situation, but let's take a look. So what would the divine masculine say to the feminine at this time? What would he say from his higher heart, deepest heart, higher self? Oh, wow. See, this one, so much with that third party that keeps coming up. Wow. Wow. Okay. I tried to forget you, but it's not working. I always feel your presence with me. I'm magnetically pulled to you. Yeah? Wow. Yeah, see? So again, we've seen this, especially for those of you who are struggling. It's like your masculine has not given up on you if you feel that you've been in separation or struggle. I have toxic people and situations in life that keep me from being with you. I'm too weak to fight it. See? So this to me is all about that stuck energy, that third party energy, that release your ex energy. This to me is a confirmation of that. So for some of you, there's definitely, some sort of toxic blocks that your masculine is dealing with. And see, maybe too weak to fight at this time. It was like a dream come true when we met. I never wanted that passion to end. You rocked my world. Oh, beautiful. See? Beautiful. So yeah, with that, with that twin flame card, and like I said, even if you don't believe in twin flame, that card really does represent just that deep connection, that deep love and passion that you feel for one another. I've lost faith that real love exists. People have lied and cheated on me. I'm afraid to open my heart now. Yeah, see? So to me, this is very much a confirmation of what we saw here about the, right? The you deserve love in reverse, the deservability issue, the lack of complete healing from the past, inner child wounds, and also being stuck in the mind's energy. This is the same energy. See, losing faith in people because your person has been lied and cheated on in the past. So this is why they're coming through more in their head here, and much more so in that Knight of Cups reversed, right? Not wanting to open up, afraid to open up their heart. Wow. So you see, I just find it so amazing how all of these messages to me very much coincide with all the different aspects of the reading that we've seen, throughout, right? Like in terms of where the masculine is, both emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. So, wow, really interesting stuff here. So let me know what you thought of this reading in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the information is in the box below. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe, like, and share. It means so much to me. Also turn on notifications so you don't miss any future readings. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you all on the next video.